What's up, you guys? I'm Jimmy, and today I'm going to be reviewing one of the most interesting shows I've been watching ever since the last part of 2011. It's called Grimm. It's an NBC show that came on Friday nights. Basically, the show is kind of about the original versions of what we now call fairy tales, which back then they weren't meant to put us to sleep. They were meant to scare children. And in the first part of each episode, they would be showing a line from one of these Grimm tales, like Fee, Fi, Fo, Fum, I Smell the Blood of an Englishman, or, any other familiar parts from these Grimm tales. Basically, the show's about a police detective in Portland called Nick Burkhart. One day he all of a sudden is starting to see stuff. Monsters is what he's starting to see. Then shortly later, his Aunt Maria, I think that Marie, comes and tells him he's called a Grimm, which they can see the true faces of these creatures. Which these creatures have, there are many names for each type of creature. Blutbad, which we call the big bad wolf. A Bauerschwein. A Daemonführer, which a Daemonführer is like a dragon-like creature. And they're all German. And their translations are always two words. So it's kind of cool hearing all these names of these creatures. But, his aunt had been attacked, and, then after she passed, he still went on, and his cases kept on evolving different creatures, Bluebeards, and other stuff. In the last episode, in the season finale, before the season finale, he found out these 4 people that were involved with his parents being murdered when he was very little. 3 of them had been involved in a case he already worked, and they were all killed. But when he called the police department that worked on this case, found out there was a 4th man. In the season finale, the 4th man comes back and tries to get the coins. Which, he's getting the captain, he's getting Burkhart's partner, coming after Burkhart's partner. Not really after him, but looking through his apartment. And while the guy's looking for these coins, and he actually found out that one of them had the coins from a private investigator, this woman kept on following his tracks. He tells Monroe, which is his blue-bod friend, that, the guy's here and he wants to interrogate him. So they had a plan. When he finds him at his apartment, not his apartment, his house, he tries to shoot him with this kind of a small crossbow, which was injected with something that could either knock him out or paralyze him. He beats him up, tries to get some information out of him, but then that woman comes and she kills him, stabs him in the chest. And that woman was Nick Burkhart's mother. It's not the cliffhanger I wanted, but it was a good cliffhanger. And there was a second cliffhanger. This person called Adelaide, which she's a hexen beast, which is also a witch. So, you see, earlier Nick had taken away her powers, because if a hexen beast gets the blood of a Grimm on them, they lose their power. So basically, she's human, and I guess she wanted to get payback, so she put some stuff in her the cat's milk and had this cat she had lick it up. And I thought since she didn't have her powers, she can use like potions and stuff. You know, takes the cat up to the the vet where Juliet, Nick Burkhart's girlfriend, works. The cat scratched her. It got worse. Then when Nick finds out, he tries to explain it to her, but by the time Monroe could show her what a blue bod looks like, she passed out. They took her to the hospital. Rosalie, which she's a Fuchsbau, she's trying to figure out what it is, what she has in her. But yeah. They're examining the cat. They just knocked it out. And we go back to the hospital, and the nurse is checking on Juliet, and she gets these pure black eyes, kind of like the black eyes you see in Supernatural, and these are the same black eyes that cat had. So we got 2 cliffhangers in one good show, in one great show. I mean, it was a great show. It was cool to hear all these names of these creatures. Yeah, it was a show I really was able to get into. Ever since they done the previews, I wanted to watch this. I could have watched the first episode early because I guess the first episode came online before it came on TV. So, yeah, this is a great show. If you're into detective shows or you're into the original versions of what we call fairy tales, I think this is the show for you. And, it's got a mystery around it. And before I go, I want to wish, I know it's 2 days late, 2 or 3, 2 days late. I want to wish KorimTV happy 25th birthday. Guys, if you're watching this, go to KorimTV's go to KorimTV's YouTube channel. Go subscribe to him. Go give him a comment saying happy birthday. And the only people I wish happy birthday are the people I consider as my friends or I like them. And Korim, you're like the 3rd YouTuber I've ever done a happy birthday in a video before. First it was Toby. I've been doing it Toby's ever since last year. I've done one for Totally Sketch. And you're number 3. So, go to bkbn.net and celebrate your nerdom in a big way. I'm Jimmy. Until next time, bye.